Howdy, colleagues. It's Dr. Rob Franklin, your president with the American Association of Equine Practitioners. Today, I want to share with you our number one strategic goal, and that is our Commission on Equine Veterinary Sustainability. This commission has been developed in order for us to deal with the number one problem in our profession, and that is the recruitment and retention of equine veterinarians. So how are we doing this? We've done a very extensive survey of equine practitioners that have left equine practice, practice owners, academics, industry, and even students through some hard work that Dr. Carol Clark and Dr. Jim Zelliff did in 2021. And out of that extensive survey, we determined that there were 5 key elements that we needed to work on to really improve equine practice. And those elements are internship, compensation, emergency duty, student activities, and practice culture. And so I'd like to just briefly share the things that are important about each one of those. We know with internships that 75% of new graduates enter internships. So there's really a huge onus on us to make that a very impactful time for these young veterinarians. We need to mentor them. We need to create great skill sets with these young veterinarians. We need to make an environment where they can learn to thrive and take away this year of experience and parlay that into a lifetime of equine practice. And so getting off to that first big start is very important with an internship, and that's what that subcommittee is working on. The next is emergency duty. We know that's a significant cause of burnout, so we're looking at all kinds of different practice models and tools that you can use to help manage emergency duty. And then practice culture. Practice culture is just how do we make going to work as enjoyable as possible? How do we professionally thrive at work? And then how do we also allow space in our schedules to be able to thrive personally as well? So practice culture is that work-life balance part, and that subcommittee is working very hard to try to get you some tools, some best practices, and some case studies that you can really learn from to implement in your own practice. And then compensation. There's been a lot of remarks over the past decades that equine practitioners just don't make as much as their colleagues in other disciplines. And so the first thing we wanted to do is flesh that out. And we just completed a comprehensive economic survey that shows that it's actually not as bad as we thought. The average salary for someone that's 1 to 5 years out is close to $90,000 per annum. Now that's W-2 take-home money. Is there room for improvement? You bet, but it's not the atrocious numbers that have been kicked around in the past. So we want to start with good numbers, and then we want to improve those. And so compensation is a big part of that as well. And then student activities. We've been working with students for the past 2 decades very intentionally. But we're going to do more of that, and we're going to have a speakers bureau where excited, enthusiastic veterinarians go and share what life is like to be an equine practitioner and how awesome it can be and how they can thrive personally and professionally in this discipline. And just really reaching out, trying to create that pipeline of people that are interested in doing equine practice from the start. So those are the 5 pillars. There's a lot of work that's going to be coming out of those pillars. There's a lot of work that's already been done. And you will be constantly hearing from me through print, through social media, through email, and of course at the convention, all of our other meetings, you're going to be hearing from me, all the board members, all the AAEP staff. This is what's on the top of our mind, and we're going to be sharing with you updates. We're going to be providing you case studies, toolkits, best practices, benchmarks, all things that you can individually use to help make equine practice better. And if all of us take that initiative and we start with changing ourselves, we're going to all make equine practice a practice that is desirable by many people that are looking to find themselves in a career in veterinary medicine, and also people that are already in equine practice. We're going to make it better where they decide that they don't want to leave equine practice. So I appreciate you taking the time to listen and to get on board with this commission. Thank you for being a horse doctor. This is the finest profession that's out there, and because of you, you make this practice the best it can be. So continue to do that, and let's together change the numbers.